Doesn't help that she's a big Brewers fan, and I just hate baseball now.
Just hate it.
Well, it's just a fake sport.
It's a fake sport.
It is. I mean, it is. There's no rules left that were the same for the last 180 years.
True.
They even they even increased the size of the base, the thing that the game is named after. I mean, what the fuck are we doing?
They increased the size of the base. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Gonna be a pitch clock too.
There's gonna be a pitch clock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stupid.
They've been doing it in the minors for a while.
Well, yeah, in the minors, but
it used to be 9-on-9 chess, and now it's stupid.
I feel like they're trying to what's that? Basketball, baseball. They're trying to make it more. That would make it more enjoying, I guess.
They should just make basketball and then leave baseball the fuck alone.
Honestly, basketball would be a great sport.
The Savannah Bananas would excel at baseball.
Yeah, for sure.
They're going on tour this summer.
They gotta.
They are. They're coming to Indianapolis sometime, and I am super excited to go.
Basically, any city that has like a children's museum, that's where they should go.
Mm-hmm.
So mad they're not coming to Omaha though.
Not yet. They'll get there. But does Omaha have a children's museum?
Yes, they do.
Because Harlem Globetrotters, that's how they determine their schedule. They
I don't know
base
about
it
that.
around cities with children's museums.
I don't know. The Harlem Globetrotters came to Wairika one time. We don't have a children's museum.
Well, they base their schedule around it. Obviously, they will go outside of it. But
I was about to say the closest thing we have to a children's museum is a very large adoption agency.
Can't wait to start.
All right. Yeah. I was gonna say, are we ready then?
Yeah. On that note.
You are now tuned in to this week's episode of our podcast. Today we are going to interview some of the greatest and most influential minds in our field. By sharing our collective expertise, we will show you how to harness, control, and use your own skill set to achieve ultimate success and live the life you want. And now, please welcome your host.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anomalies podcast. I'm your host Tanner up in Wisconsin. Feels good to be back. Been a few weeks. Full crew with me tonight. We got TA out in Nebraska, Trash Man in the Man Cave out in California, Flegs. I don't know what you want to call that. The domestic dungeon? Where are you?
Yeah, it's my office.
Just one black and white picture of Wrigley behind you.
Well, and then I've got baseball and football over there. It's kind of hard to see.
Okay.
Where's your weird cutted pickles?
The what?
The weird cutted pickles.
Weird cutted. Oh,
pickles.
For my hamburger? No, that's just a steak and shake. Those are a steak and shake. I do have.
Did I just get? Wait, can we talk about something? Did you say cut it?
Yeah.
Is that a word?
I
don't know if it is.
I brought up his awkward ass pickle cuts.
Yeah, but isn't past tense a cut?
Yeah. It's like
Cut. But
moose and
TA,
moose.
TA
Plural
knows
moose and
random shit, so he might hit me with the fact that cut it is a word.
Oh, wow.
No, I think cut it is the past tense of cut is cut.
All right. I just had to make sure.
And I also want to make one more interjection before we get going. Flegs, I'm glad you have a picture of Wrigley behind you because my wife thought I was crazy. The fact that I have a picture of Oakland Coliseum in my stream room.
Yeah.
Because she thinks it's weird. She's like, why do you just have a picture of a sports stadium?
It is a little weird.
Well, the reason it's just
It's
the
not
one
weird.
picture right here is because when I open the door, there's not all that much room over there, so it's just it looks better that way.
I'm kind of glad it makes me less of a fan that I don't have a picture of Memorial Stadium. We were talking about that on the radio, how you can tell how old the picture is because Memorial Stadium's like 100 years old and always having work done to it. I don't have a picture of it.
I will say I flew into Omaha that one time when I had a client out in Nebraska, and it is like the biggest building in Nebraska, I think.
Was his last name Buffett?
The client?
Yeah,
No, it's a hospital.
of the hospital family.
It's ironic because that hospital chain now owns a hospital in my hometown now.
Yeah, actually has a first name, Brian. Yeah, the hospital's
Yeah.
named Brian. So if you go to Omaha, go see Brian. If you ever
Brian
go.
Hospital.
Yeah.
Brian. For
I don't
your
know.
breaks and bruises.
I don't know if you can trust a hospital with a first name.
I feel like the last name that I want my doctor's name to be is Brian. I don't know why. There's a few names where, like a Chad. Not gonna see a Chad.
Yeah, can't have a Chad. No.
But I will see a Chaz any day.
Chaz. Yeah.
Ooh,
Mm.
but Seattle runs me away from Chaz. That whole
I'll go see Dr. Chaz.
You might walk out with an STD and a needle in your arm somewhere.
That's that's the neighborhood of Chaz. I'm talking the Dr. Chaz.
I found out that like one of the doctors that helped with the pin in my ankle, his first name was Brock, and I didn't realize it. And I just like
Brock.
ran it. Yeah, Brock. Yeah, I ID'd him when I was fucking with him, and I was like, "Can I see your ID?" I was doing like a bartending gig for a charity event, and he handed me his ID, just joking around. I'm like, "Your fucking name's Brock," and he's like, "Yeah." I'm like,
Maybe-
you're about 20 years too old for your parents to have named you Brock.
Maybe Brock was like our parents' generation, like super wealthy name though. Now that
I
I'm
bet
thinking
it was.
about it,
And that's how it became trendy for the plebes like us.
I could see that.
Do they just recycle names? Like, are we eventually going to get some like?
Oh,
A little
Evelyn
bit.
is coming back. Evelyn
A
is
little
coming
bit,
back
like,
for sure.
My sister just named her kid Arlo.
Yeah.
He's
Gertrude.
2 weeks old. That's not
Everett.
a family name either. Like Arlo came out of the fucking random name generator.net.
Like our parents naming their kids like Leonard.
I bet you Leonard is coming back, yeah. But I guarantee like the old school women names do not. Like Blanche, Eunice, Lois. It's funny, I have two grandmas' names in there. Anyways, I bet you those names stay put.
There's quite a few
I don't
B
know.
names with women. I don't know, like
Yeah. Betty.
Betty,
Bertha.
Whoa,
Bertha.
Black
Bertha,
Betty.
that one ain't coming back.
That-
Bonnie.
Yeah, Bonnie.
Becky.
I have a grandma named Bonnie.
Becky's
that
a 90s
definitely
name.
not coming back. Becky?
Betsy. Heavens
Betsy?
to Betsy. That's, What's funny is a lot of these girl names that start with a B, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, they're all good cow names. Every single one.
Oh,
Brenda. I mean, if Brenda comes in the barn, she's milking 100 pounds a day.
I helped slaughter a cow named Brenda one time, so yeah, I mean.
Hell yeah.
God, that is weird. Naming
Yeah,
things is odd, I guess.
Betty Lou. See, and then the other thing about girl names, just like the movie Ted, like you can put like Lynn, Lou, Anne, Marie after any girl name, practically.
My grandma was Mary Jean.
See?
Mary
Right
Lynn,
there.
Casey Lynn.
Oh, you're going to what's that movie with the
It's
stuffed
Ted.
bear?
Ted.
Ted, yeah.
Yep.
White trash name.
Amber, Heather, Mary, Marie. Oh, I got you good, you fucker.
Is it any one of those names with a Lynn after it?
I feel like people have like nostalgic memories of their grandparents, and that's why it circles back around, though.
Maybe, but I don't think I could ever name my daughter Lois.
Yeah.
Well, like
Or
my
Lou.
name, I'm the third with my name.
You're
Trash Man the third.
Ronnie the third.
Yeah, I'm the third. The two before me, well, one was a cowboy, the other one worked in a hospital. My mom's side.
Cowboy Ronnie, Nurse Ronnie, or medical
Janitor
janitor.
Ronnie?
Yeah, medical janitor Ronnie.
It was more medical janitor. My dad ain't smart enough to be no nurse.
Yeah, you gotta specify though. If you're janitor at the hospital, like you gotta church that up. Like, emergency wing, janitor Ronnie the second.
Yeah. No, I feel like if I have a boy, I can't name him Ronald. I just can't. I don't know why.
Why?
I
What?
don't know.
Fourth?
No,
Oh,
wait.
nobody
wait,
gets
just
to the fourth.
Make him
The
go by
third is-
Ron. Make him go by Ron. Ron the fourth.
Well, that's the thing. So I go by Ronnie. My grandpa goes by Ron, and my dad goes by Ronald. But then my dad just stopped going by his first name, started going by his middle name because people kept confusing him. So
then you just shorten it to Ro.
no, he just goes by Daryl.
Dale.
No. I mean your son.
Dale. Yeah, call your
Ro?
son Dale.
Ro.
Like Ronald Dale. Just take the pat or
Oh yeah.
Dal. Dal. Call him
Al.
Dal.
Nailed.
Dal.
Arnold. What about just Arnold?
Arnold. Sounds like the fucking former governor of California.
That's funny. What if you just called him R? Just short
Yeah.
for R.
Yeah.
You can go initials.
Go Arnie.
RW. That's like the defensive back from the Bears back in the day.
RW.
Your last
Well-
name's Watson, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, just name him RW.
RW.
RW McCorders. He was a beast.
My grandpa was Ernie, and then my uncle was Ernie as well, or Ernest, of course.
Was
But-
it Ernest or Ernst?
Ernest.
Okay.
But we always knew him as he's Uncle Junior. Like he just went by Junior.
Oh yeah.
But
Every family
imagine
has a
calling your son the fourth.
The
junior.
four.
Oh yeah. just Quattro.
Just four.
Well, that's what Willie Colon does, I think, with his kid. I think his boy is they call him Prince or Trey.
Yeah.
Trey, that's right. Yeah.
'Cause he's
I know.
third.
I know a guy who's the seventh in a name line, and they just call him Seven.
Yeah, I'd stick with 7 too if I was the 7th. But you
I
name
bet
your
you he
kid,
probably
you name your
scored it.
kid Quattro or like call your kid Quattro, he's gonna drown in the pus.
Quattro. That'd be a fucking wild name.
I mean, if you're the seventh in line, you're probably in the mentality of like, I ain't gonna fucking do this again.
He gonna be the first one to fuck it up in 250 years.
So I was I went to this football camp, and this kid, he just went by Seven, and I was like, "Why is your name Seven?" He's like, "It's too complicated to explain." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And his family's from Africa, and everybody in his family has been named the same name, and I can't pronounce it. It's kind of like Zod.
Well, then
like
I'd go by 7 as well. Then.
So he was just like, well, he's like, you can shorten it down to like 5 letters. I think it was like Taj or something like that. He's like, I could be called Taj, but he's like, I'm just gonna go by 7. I'm like, I don't blame you there. He's like, I'm not gonna fucking have a teacher read my full name whenever we have substitute out just because of that. So on all his paperwork for school and stuff like that, he was just 7. But he spelled it weird. It was like it was like 7, but instead of like EN, it was IN.
Weird.
Well, you know what's that program on Netflix? Stranger Things. You know the gal goes by 11. Well, there's been a big run on females in America named 11, and I've seen the spelling. They're feminizing it with an A at the end. ELEVAN. 11.
11?
Yeah.
That's too close to elephant. I don't think.
I don't agree with that, but sure. I don't think it's
It's
that's
like
a PH.
Bertha.
That's Fint, not Vin.
Yeah, it's close.
Us non-crooked jaw having Midwesterners now to speak correctly. It's elephant.
I promise you, in middle school, she will be called Elephant.
Everyone gets bullied in middle school.
Yeah.
If it ain't their name, it'll be their looks.
But don't make it easy for him.
Why? Fuck that. My name's Tanner and I'm albino. You don't think I took enough shit? I turned out fine.
Do you think people actually like? Okay, Flex. Did you put any thought into your daughter's names when it came to like people making fun of them?
He wouldn't have made that comment.
When people were making like jokes.
Yeah, so mostly it was like the initials. So like,
You're not going to give a first name B, middle initial J.
Why am I blanking on your
Yes.
kids' names, Flex?
Ensley and Olivia.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can't really make fun of those.
well, here's the thing. Olivia, her middle name is Faye. So her initials are off. Get the fuck off my daughter. Number two. I thought about this shit. I've thought about all this shit.
I just
But-
wasn't sure if, because I know I would
I
think
grew
about
up with a girl across the street, and her name, she was a twin. Her name was Amy Sue Scroggin. So her initials were S.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You can't
Wait,
you can't beat the all-time bad naming decision that my parents did for my sister though. Her name is Sawyer Johnson.
SJ.
So-
Sawyer Johnson. Her name is Sawyer. Like you can't beat that. All-time bad decision.
Well, that's like what Gems sent to the group. Good old shout out Gems.
Oh yeah.
He somebody in like one of his local hometowns or whatever. They found a debit card still in the ATM or something. I can't remember.
Right.
But the name on the debit card is Richard Ryden. Ryden.
Yeah.
He
Dick
is
Ryden.
Dick Ryden. I hope for his sake he's gay and he just gets all the dick in the
Why?
world.
He doesn't gotta be gay to rock
doesn't
that
have to.
name.
Yeah, but I mean,
Just means
in that
chicks
community.
know what they're doing when they're hanging out with Dick. See, I think you're too negative on names, Flex. I think it's just an opportunity.
Yeah.
Your kid's either gonna be funny or not funny when they get a name like I have. You know, I could have just been the bullied fat albino kid, but no. I parlayed that. Yeah, I'm a living, breathing, walking oxymoron, and I own it.
there you go.
Like there's some names, like only thing I got growing up, like when people found out my actual name was Ronald, they'd just call me Ronald McDonald.
Yeah,
Like,
see, not even good.
It's not. That's the thing. Like I didn't have very much ammunition until, later on in life when I made stupid decisions. Then they started calling me other things, but
I just feel like they would have known you're the heir to the trash empire. I would have just came up with trash names.
no.
Or I just would have just put more effort into something better.
No, I got my nickname in high school was Dirt.
I know.
Yeah, horse falling in shit. Nickname Dirt. Yeah.
TA, do you have a nickname at all?
Big Montana.
What?
Big Montana.
What did you do to deserve that?
I had a
What?
shirt in middle school that we got from like a yard sale or something that I thought was really cool. And it was around the time when the Super Bowl ad was for the Frogs where they said Budweiser. So it was a shirt that said Montana. And
What?
these group of kids loved it and they ran with it. And so I just ran with it till like sophomore year of high school.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna say you had like a T-shirt that looked like it was a bass boat that got wrapped like Marco's. That would have been great. That would have just been great.
That's
But,
absolutely bizarre. Big Montana sounds like a average MMA fighter.
Or someone who got really, really, really drunk in Big Sky Country and did something that all of their friends make fun of them for.
Well, I was waiting for him to be like, yeah, school band trip up to Montana.
No,
Something.
never been to Montana. Would like to go though.
Leave it
Going
to you
in
to get
a
your
month.
nickname off of a T-shirt, though, because like your T-shirts on this podcast have become iconic sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm very particular, and I just got a new set of awesome shirts in too.
MTV ones, are they exclusively owned by Viacom franchises?
I got a Superman one, a really dope Coca-Cola one,
Nope.
Pac-Man one, and just basically a camel Marvel symbol.
A what?
It's a Marvel just done in camo.
Oh, camo. I thought you said
But you're
camel.
still rocking
And
the
I was
MTV
thinking,
for
like,
us.
I was thinking like Joe Camel, which would be
I thought-
badass.
I was thinking the cigarettes. So
I gotta find an old Marlboro man leather jacket. That my dad had one. He earned it. I think it was like 1,000 packs or something like that. You got to trade it in for.
He kept the
What?
coupons or whatever.
Yeah,
Did not realize
That's
your dad was a
wild.
smoker.
he was. He quit on my fifth birthday. They all started smoking way young back then, though. I mean, way young.
I wish I could have gone to the Marble Ranch. It's in Montana too.
See, I feel like when Ronnie moves up there, if he does, you got to live your destiny.
Because it's like the Marble Ranch was like the greatest thing ever. Because like if you send in them points, they would like often call you up if you send in enough of them. Don't even pack a bag. We'll provide you clothes. We'll fly you up to this cabin in Montana, and you just party for 4 days.
What?
Yeah,
That'd be lit.
It's like the Big
That's
Sky
almost
version of the Playboy Mansion, or what?
yeah.
Yeah, we don't got the chicks, but we got cigarettes and party.
Just a bunch of guys named Billy.
Yeah.
cigarettes, party, smoking, drinking. You know,
This is Tito.
you know?
He showed up because of the jacket, but he just stayed.
What's your size, Tanner? You XL, 2X, 3X, 2X?
I'm 2X right now.
2X, yeah.
If I fucking started acting like a decent adult, I'd be an XL.
Well,
I was down to XL for like 3/4 of a year.
If you get on Etsy, you can get you one for about $175.
Send me a few links. I'm gonna look into this.
I feel like every time we get on this podcast, Tanner ends up buying something or looking at buying
It's
something.
kind of been of a bad run. Hey, I get feedback on that TR hat. I wear that. That's my going out hat now. And
I actually saw a picture of you, I think, on Instagram wearing it. And I was like, oh, shit.
And I had a bunch of people asking me, like, what's with the TR? Because they all think it's a racing hat because we wear, like a lot of my friends are racing stuff. And they're like, it kind of looks like a K. I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, it's a big white T. And they're like, no, it looks like TK, which is a big asphalt super late team.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess it could double as that. But this one's actually R. Then you try to explain Trash Man Ronnie to them. Like 5 minutes, just whole conversation.
They're just like,
his first name's Trash Man. No, his first name's Ronnie. He is a trash man. You like? He's like on TikTok. He's got like a page. He's like famous trash man. No, he's not really famous. He's some idiot I met because of a radio show. What? You met him? Well, no, we never actually met. But like, he's a trash man, and like he does a podcast. Oh my God, he does a podcast while he's doing trash. It was a whole thing.
huh. That's hilarious.
Well, and here's the thing, Trash Man. You didn't tell us that you created a freaking kids show. Come on. What the hell?
Oh, God, yeah. I get like 5 text messages or anything about that a day. Like all my buddies from college, they'd like message me like, what's this about? And I'm like, what? And it's all, actually I got multiple today because of Tanner.
Well,
because
that's what you get.
Yeah. It's very rare that the trash truck becomes hip amongst cartoons. Most of the times they're used in burglaries or robberies in action movies.
True.
But you know what though? Like, who as a kid growing up? So when I was growing up, we had the trash can where like you had to haul them out and they throw it in, and then they had to manually jump off the back of the truck and dump it in, and then they crunch it down. Like, I always wanted to pull that lever. Like, it's a lottery machine. Like, I wanted to pull that lever to pull that, hydraulic crusher.
Oh, the sweet
I never got to. Yeah. Like, I wanted to do that as a kid. That's a cool thing to do.
I remember
the trash truck coming until I was like in middle school. I think we were in a small enough town where we didn't have a municipality. We had to take it to the dump.
I'm pretty sure I remember the very first time I felt like a badass, and I was in like 4th grade. My uncle showed up to dump the trash at our school, and he saw me playing on the playground, and he like waved me over, and he was like, "Hey, you want to do it?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Hell yeah.
And all my friends were like standing around and shit, and they're like, "Can we do it?" And he's like, "Nah, if this one gets hurt, I can just tell his mom to go fuck
I just picture like little Ronnie with his little mullet. and like for some
I was
reason I don't think you have a barbed wire tattoo now, but I picture you did when you were a kid. And you like walk up with like your carton of milk, you throw it in there like, yeah, thanks, Uncle. Watch this.
I definitely was smoking a Smartie or something like that. Yeah,
I just
it's about right.
for some reason, yeah, you had tattoo removal surgery and you got into your more formative years. That's weird, but that's how I picture it. 4th grade Ronnie had a tattoo.
4th grade Ronnie had spiked hair, wore Wrangler jeans, and listened to rock music while wearing cowboy boots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spiked hair, but still the mullet? Or
Some
just
things never change.
Oh no, it definitely could be a mullet. If I didn't put too much gel in it, it would have been a mullet.
You gelled your hair in 4th grade?
I went through this fucking weird phase from like 4th grade until 5th grade, like
I think
those
that's
2
like
years.
when I started showering daily was 4th grade.
Yeah, I was just like, I was all about looking like a punk rocker who, like, I don't know, fucking moonlighted for, I don't know, fucking Dude Ranch. I don't know.
6th grade, that's when we started all doing the spike hair. And everyone else did frosted tips, but guess who already had them?
You should have went with the dark tips, is what you should have done.
I should have.
Give me the black hair dyed.
I always had like, I feel like my haircut was always weird for the time I was in. Like I had a flat top, like I was fucking, like a legit
Military.
flat top.
I did
in
a
like 6th
flat
grade
top
or 7th.
when I was young, because that's what my grandpa always did. And he just took me to his barber. So I looked just like my grandpa, so he just gave me the same haircut.
Understandable.
Trash man,
Yeah.
I feel like you definitely had some family members who were in the local militia. Like never like actually in the military service, but they joined the local militia.
The local militia.
It's more of an Idaho thing, but Michigan has them.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying who, but I have multiple family members who have walk-in gun safes. Like legit walk-in gun safes.
I don't see why we can't name names if they're legal to go.
Oh no, they're all legal. It's just one of them. He's a fucking. He's kind of like a paranoid dude. That's all.
Do you listen to this?
I don't know. I don't know what he listens to be honest.
I don't get a lot of hits from Wairika, so
True.
either your uncle needs to become a better listener, or he's got a really good VPN.
True.
Chances are, if he's got a walk-in gun safe, he's got a really good VPN.
Kenny,
Shout
we all know
Kenny.
it's there.
How come? I'm watching the Badgers game, Big Ten Network. How come every chick on the Sports Clips commercial is just banging hot?
They're trying to get you to sports clips.
I went to Sports Clips one time. That was not the case.
No, definitely
not.
They're trying to sell you sports clips, but when you actually go into the sports clips, it's
geared
painful.
towards dudes. So they want you to think you're gonna get a smoking hot chick to cut your hair.
It's like they're trying to sell you that you're gonna get blown after, but that's never the case.
That should be their slogan. One step short of a brothel.
Hey, in Jupiter, Florida, you never know. That Sports Clips might.
Yeah, maybe. That's more of a massage thing, but do they have a massage?
No,
thing?
the Sports Clips, they get like the massager, like that little like thing, and they'll like massage your shoulders and shit. So
what do you mean? What do you mean,
like
little thing?
It's like you got a handle and like
a shiatsu thing.
Yeah, one of those. I don't know.
Massage gun.
Yeah, that
a Theragun.
Theragun. Theragun. Yeah, that sounds right.
Like if you buy up enough, like they'll massage your freaking shoulders after a haircut. Like you go get a haircut and they take you in back and they wash your hair, quote unquote, and then they bring you back out and give you a little shoulder massage.
Interesting. Hot towel. I know they put that on the commercial.
Oh yeah,
because that is important to get your haircut, to have your face warm.
I will say the best haircut is always the barber that gets the hot towel on your face and they do the straight razor on your face and the back of your neck.
I only had that done one time. I had terrible acne, and it was like a murder scene on my face.
Go back now. Try it again now. At Ball State, they had one on campus in the student center, and that place was like you had to book your haircut 2 weeks out just to get in because he'd been doing it for 30 years. One of those things. It's like if you ever watch Hoosiers, like all the guys go to the barber shop and talk about, who should be the new coach of the basketball team. That's what it was like at this barber shop at Ball State. And it was worth it for sure.
Have you guys ever had a barber who's like the guy, like he's the only person you'll ever go to?
I pretty much have that with Amy right now.
With Amy? Oh.
Shout out, Amy.
I drive 2+ hours one way to get my haircut.
I did that for quite a while. I drove all the way down to Chico.
Badgers just did an alley-oop. I think that's the first time since 2005.
Wait, they got somebody that can dunk?
It was a white to a white.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's
the last time that happened.
A white to a white alley-oop.
Probably like the Harvard-Yale halftime show or something.
I had that. I went to the Art of Shaving. It's like a high-end shaving store, and I had the same thing done.
The Art of Shaving?
Yeah.
Where is this?
This was in Vegas.
Oh, I was gonna say if they got that in Kearney, Nebraska, I need to know about it.
No, we went for a bachelor party for one of my friends, and they were all too chicken shit to do it. And I was like, "Okay, give me money, I'll do it."
Give me money. Pay up, horse.
It was like $60. They watched me and did fine, and like one of my best friend goes, Anthony goes, "I wonder how long it's going to take till you touch it." And he goes, "Nope, there it is. I touched it like the second after he finished the sentence."
Oh, really? Are you not supposed to?
Because it's smooth. It is like holy shit level smooth. Like I can't replicate it, and it's.
I can get if I shave against the grain with a razor. I haven't done it in a long time. I can get this face baby bottom smooth. I'm good with a razor.
My barber down in Chico when I lived down there, his name was Edgar. Shout out Edgar. Dude's a fucking G.
That name might be making a comeback.
Yeah, he's an old Mexican dude. He was fucking hilarious. I love that guy. Anyway, and when I moved out of Chico, he called me because he was worried because I didn't show up for a few weeks.
Senor
he was
Ronnie.
that guy. He's like, "Ronnie, where are you at?" And I said, "I fucking moved, Edgar." He's like, "Where?" I'm like, "Home." He's like, "Why the fuck did you do that?" And I was but that dude would give like I always rocked a goatee before, just a goatee, and he would shave everything else up for me, and he got that shit so smooth, like ridiculous. Kind of miss Edgar. Might just go down to Chico, just get my fucking face shaved.
How far away is it?
3 hours.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's 3 hours, and then it's staying down there because now we don't have a free place to live down there or stay down there.
That's a day trip. What's wrong with that? Go down there,
For
get
a
your
haircut?
face shaved, get your hair cut, hit up your favorite food spot, and then just come back. It's just one-time deal. It's
That's
not like
my
you gotta do it
problem,
every
though.
Friday.
My favorite food spot is also my favorite bar.
So you can just
driving
eat
back
and have
after
a
your
beer.
favorite bar.
I've gone to
I've-
my favorite bar for a beer
I've
and a
done it.
burger many times.
I've gone to Omaha, and then for a Friday night, and then come back Saturday morning and had to do a fucking whole day of marching band. Hungover shit.
Ooh.
I've been there many times.
How many times have you puked into your mouthpiece?
Never.
Ugh. There's no cleaning that. You just get
That's
rid of
good.
it.
Yeah, I've
You
never
just donate that to Goodwill.
I've seen people puke in all sorts of shit. I saw a teammate of mine puke into his helmet. Like he took his helmet off and puked into it.
You were in the marching
locker
band?
room. No, football helmet.
Oh, we're talking about marching band. I was
No,
thinking whipped off the marching band helmet,
that-
put it back on.
that would have been fucking dope. No,
That's hardcore.
no, we didn't have
Moving
our
screen,
marching
you
band.
prick.
Our marching band, we didn't have like any uniforms for our marching band. It was just a bunch of dudes wearing flannels.
Oh, you're like Stanford. No dress code.
No dress code.
Our local
Colorado
marching
School of
band.
Mines does that.
Our
Also,
local
no-
band here in
no
Fishers
rhythm.
just finished 10th in nationals.
Out of 10?
Tyler, no, so Carmel, which is one town over, they finished first. They've been like national champions 12 years in a row.
They're the yuppies,
But-
ain't they? Carmel.
Oh God, yeah. Carmel's by far the yuppies. Large is coming to Carmel here, not too far in the future. I'm trying to get a hold of Large and meet up with him because 3Chi, their corporate headquarters are based out of Carmel, and that's like
what?
yeah.
Really?
So
Like
that's
I
why you're
order from
always
3Chi, and the mailing address is from Carmel. That's like a 12-minute drive, but they gotta ship it. It goes through Indianapolis and back up to Fishers. I'm like,
Yeah.
but they've got their address. Like I cannot figure out where their headquarters actually is because like it's technically because they sell the Delta 9 stuff now.
Yep.
That 3Chi does. And that's technically still not legal here in Indiana. So they keep all their shit locked down. Like you cannot find their information anywhere. They have a P.O. box is the only thing I can find for them.
Smart.
And for
So
sure.
we have to.
But I'd love when Large comes to the 3Chi HQ. Dude,
How'd you
I gotta
hear
meet
he's
up with him.
coming to HQ?
On Twisted History, the Twisted
Oh,
History
I'm
of Indiana.
Okay, I'm 2 episodes behind.
Or it might have been the one before, the whatever's right before the Twisted History of Indiana. But he talked about during his ad read coming up to Carmel.
That's
He's meeting up
awesome.
with Eddie. Eddie's coming down from Chicago,
Nice.
and he's flying into Indy. I'm like, dude, I am right here. Like,
Yeah.
I will buy you guys. There's a cigar lounge right just down the way from me. Like, I'll buy you cigars. I'll buy you just like let's just hang out, man. That'd be
Guarantee he's not going to let you buy shit.
well, yeah. Barstool's gonna pay for it, I'm sure, but still, I would just to say hi, man. Like
Yeah, that'd be
that
awesome.
dude's such a good guy. Eddie
Shout out
too.
Large. Don't know
I
Eddie.
fucking love. I'd love to have Eddie on this podcast.
I mean, he's funny.
Well, I just want to know if he ever had any run-ins with my cousin when they were in the same office.
What office?
Yes.
At
Serious?
at the old Chicago office, my cousin Nick also worked in that office.
Doing
Was
what?
he like a
Getting
real estate
stripped?
agent?
He was the lawyer for the real estate agents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just like, I found that out one day, and I was like, "You're telling me you just share an office with Barstool Chicago?" And he's like, "Yeah, this is the same cousin who got me into Barstool."
Hmm.
This guy has like weird Barstool connections. He was in the same frat as Fettelberg and FSU, and then moved to Chicago
Oh,
and shared
okay. You
Barstool.
talked about this guy.
Yeah,
It's kind of weird that, like, have you asked anybody from Chicago yet? Because they respond.
I haven't. No, who out of the Barstool Chicago guys should we ask first?
Mm,
Dave is a wild card.
it's probably Chief. He seems like the best to respond.
Chief is the most like level-headed.
True.
Chief would be cool. Carl's a wild card. I would just
You know
yell
what?
at Carl about playing Call of Duty because he's horrible.
I didn't even know he
Yeah,
knew
we
how
all
to
are.
play video
You are
games.
too.
He's worse than me. Like a
Carl
lot
seems
worse.
like he's 55 years old, but I don't think he's that old.
No. Has anybody listened to the new version of Starting Nine with Carl and Jake Arrieta?
No, it's about a fake sport.
I have.
Yes,
Actually, really
but they kind of go beyond the sport though too. Like I love
Still.
Jake Arrieta's perspective. His perspective of the game as a former player is actually pretty cool.
Well,
Plus, I still have
he played
a
baseball.
huge affinity for Jake Arrieta for 2016.
I still love Jake Arrieta too, but he played baseball. Not Major League Baseball is fucking joke of a game.
Well, and he's kind of on the same boat as you. Like,
You know what he
hates
used
the
to
new
do?
clock.
When he played, he fucking got the bat. What a crazy fucking thing. So stupid, the designated hitter ruined baseball.
I will
I
say
could-
Schwarber has. I'm really surprised that Schwarber has like thrived as well as he has in the National League is not being because I like when Schwarber was on the Cubs, I'm like, he's gonna go past the Cubs and go be the next freaking who's the guy from Boston?
David Ortiz.
David Ortiz. He's just gonna hit bombs and whatever. But he has done so well for Philadelphia and stuff. Like Schwarber, watching him play the game is just a lot of fun.
I agree. Yeah. He's a good right fielder.
Yeah.
I thought he was decent. Cubs just had a good outfield at the time.
Yeah. I don't know.
You guys got anything? You got your eyes on anything for Black Friday? Any planned upgrades or investments?
Fuck, I don't know.
Brittany doesn't know this, but I think the TV in front of me is going to become 85 inches, not 55.
Good.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, well, we got like a longer, narrow living room, and these old eyes ain't getting any younger.
Yeah. I highly recommend going with the bigger. Because like I used to have a 55, and when we moved to this house, the 55 was not nearly enough. We had to bump it up to a 70.
I think we're getting an air fryer.
Oh,
highly recommend. Yes, absolutely.
There you go. Talk to Brian. He's got a million recipes. Remember that when the Anomalies Twitter DMs was just recipes. It was like 2 weeks straight of talking about air fryer recipes.
Shout out Brian.
Back then I was looking into getting an air fryer, but this year we were like, oh no, we definitely should.
Hack for the air fryer. We got them for wedding gifts. Get the like the crock pot liners, like the bags. They make silicone reusable air fryer liners.
Oh, nice.
Big brain. Never have to clean the air fryer then. And they're microwave.
You can also just use parchment paper.
Dishwasher.
Yeah. Parchment paper works the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you only got to buy these reusable ones once.
Yeah. Well, and you're getting them as a wedding gift. You're not buying them.
Yeah, they were like $12 though.
Yeah. You can go through a lot of parchment paper for $12.
But like I'm upgrading our air fryer to the one that's like an oven.
What does that mean?
Oh, yeah, I saw one. It was like a fucking big one. It was like a 16 quarter, and it was like has like trays and shit.
Yeah, don't get the air fryer that's a basket. Don't get the basket air fryer. Get the air fryer that has like the slide-in tray. It looks more like a toaster oven, but that's the way to go. Don't get the basket air fryer. Get the one with the trays, and you can layer shit on top of each other, and it's a convection, so like it cooks evenly and stuff, regardless of how much shit you have in there.
I like my baskets because it feels like I'm still deep frying it.
Yeah, I just feel like the slide-in tray might perform just a bit better.
It does. I had the basket originally. I got like the $20 basket one. It was awesome. We upgraded last year to the tray air fryer.
It depends what you're air frying. How are you going to air fry chili if you got trays?
Well, I wouldn't air fry chili.
Oh, you've never made good.
Well, the basket air fryer. No, you have to have holes even in the basket. You have to have holes.
The silicone reusables. It's like putting your bowl in the microwave, but you get that little bit of crunch on the surface of the chili.
Yeah, not doing that.
No. You got to open your eyes.
I'm going to open my eyes and be a level-headed.
I keep my liquids out of the air fryer. That's all I know.
And put like frozen chili into a pot.
No. Like I'm talking reheating chili.
Yeah, but you reused. Yeah, you made like a 5-quart bucket of chili.
Or if you just got it in a fucking Tupperware in the fridge, I mean, you just dump a little bit in there. Boop, boop.
No, I'm freezing mine
every time.
You ever heard of super cubes, bro?
Well, yeah, but like if you make a good batch of chili, with or without beans, by the way, like you eat it the next day.
Not all of it. It depends how big you make it.
Well, it depends on how many people you have and all that. But I got my brother and sister-in-law in the basement. And
not like fucking Tyler
in the basement.
People.
They're not tied up, are they?
No, like they moved from your neck of the woods back to Indiana, man.
Your brother and sister-in-law, like they're both in-laws, or your brother and
my brother and his wife. My brother and his wife.
Okay.
They're
And they're living in your basement.
They moved from California, where Trashman is.
So you're
And they're-
domesticating them.
What's your brother's name?
Josh.
Josh. What does he go by?
Josh.
Well, he's technically
Flex?
Joshua.
Not. Oh, I'd call him Schwa then. He's got to be Schwa.
Ooh, I might.
Oh, my
start
buddy
that.
Josh Schwa.
Ooh,
We all do. He's Schwa.
I like that.
But if you're Flegs, like, what does that make him? Just like
Well,
Eggle?
we both used to go by Flags.
Gel? Ooh.
So in college, in high school, like it's very basic shit, right? Flagel bagel, right?
Yeah.
But then in college, they stepped it up. He's 2 years older than me. He knew friends, but I used to go hang out with him sometimes and drink and all that, whatever. And so he would be Flagel Bagel, and I would be Flagel Bagel Bite.
Oh.
But our coach in high school used to call us Flags, both because when he was a senior, I was a sophomore. So like I was still on JV at that point, and so he could get away with it. But we both had flags from baseball in high school.
I have one of those weird names where I can tell how long someone's known me by what they call me.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Like
I told my daughters like my nickname in high school. I'm like, oh, I was Flagel Bagel. I'm like, you're probably going to be called Flagel Bagel when you get older. And they're like, my two girls don't want to be called Flagel Bagel. I'm like, it's going to happen. They're going to figure that out, and you're going to be Flagel Bagel at some point.
Maybe. Everything but the flagel seasoning. That'd be a good one for like the TikTok generation.
Ooh, yeah.
Bit mouthy though, right? Wordy.
Flagel season, yeah.
That's like the limit.
It goes out of bubbles on the Scantron. That was one of the things Brittany said she can't wait to get married. She's going to go from Vandenheuvel to Johnson. She's like, filling your name out on documents is going to be a lot easier.
Yeah. But there's times where that, like your local DMV or BMV, whatever you guys have,
DMV.
It's going to be a pain in the ass getting your licenses or your plates renewed for a little while. It took about 3 years for them to figure out that Jen was married.
She ain't listening. It seems like a her problem. I love you, Brittany.
You're the best.
good God. We haven't even gotten to any of the topics that.
Oh yeah.
52 minutes into this bitch. Jesus Christ.
I don't even think we need topics at this point.
No, it's been like a month since shit happens, man. I just got in a car accident like 3 hours ago and totaled my car. So,
yeah, that's fucking wild.
That's fun.
Yeah, and then Flags thought I was leaving the podcast.
Wait.
Text message.
You got into an accident?
You didn't see the text message?
No.
There's a picture and everything, man.
As he.
Well, he can't. Like, he's gonna go back and look at it. He can't see us now because he's on his phone. But yeah, I totaled my car, man, just this afternoon. What's funny? So I'll tell my local shit show now because this was gonna be my local shit show. But so about a month ago, my mom got in like a minor fender bender or whatever, and small town southern Indiana. She just goes to the local insurance guy downtown, and that's her insurance guy. Well, the car's been at the repair shop for a month, but the insurance adjuster hasn't said shit. And the repair shop has been calling everybody. Like, nobody can reach the insurance adjuster to approve how much whatever. So she's been without a car, running on a rental. And of course, the insurance doesn't pay 100% of the rental insurance or the rental car cost. And so she's out $800, and she doesn't even have any rental car insurance because she reached her maximum because the adjuster hasn't done shit. So anyways, on my way home from work today, I'm trying to call my mom's insurance guy. So first I tried calling my mom. She didn't answer. And I'm driving. So I tried calling my brother. I'm like, tried to call my brother. He didn't answer. And I was trying to see if he had contacted my mom to see if my mom had contacted the insurance guy. And in the meantime of me hanging up from my mom to my brother, because I was going to call the insurance guy myself next, I end up wrecking my own car and freaking totaling my own car on the way home because
What'd
my
you
mom
do?
wrecked her car a month ago.
What'd you do?
Oh, it's like downtown Indianapolis, super heavy traffic, and I was trying to make 3 phone calls and wasn't paying enough attention and rear-ended somebody.
Really? Did you tell
Yeah.
the truth when the cops came?
Well,
I wouldn't.
the only reason I did is because it was clear what happened. Like it was just 2 cars, the front end of my car and the back end of his car.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, okay, let me see your driver's license, insurance. He went back, writes up the report, and he's like, oh, hey, by the way, I forgot to take a statement from you guys. Like, technically, I have to take your statement. What happened? And so I told the truth, but he already submitted, I already have the ticket of whatever. So I told
Fair
him the
enough.
truth then because he had already submitted the ticket.
What was your ticket? Inattentive driving?
Or, well, I didn't get ticketed. I didn't
Are
get
you
an actual
fucking kidding me? You
Yeah,
didn't get
no.
a ticket?
no ticket. He just the police report. The ticket
He didn't.
is the,
Yeah, he didn't
the
want.
ticket
It was just
number
an
for
incident
the police
report.
report.
Last November when I fucking wrecked my truck, although it was, dude, almost the same day a year ago. My brake line fucking blew and I got a ticket for failure to stop. You're yakking
fuck
on
that.
the phone about your mom's insurance and you don't get a ticket. God damn it. I'm glad you're
No,
okay.
I didn't get a
but
ticket.
Fuck.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody
I had
was
to take
fine.
a
The guy,
stupid class and everything.
the guy I crashed into was super fine. He was fine. He was like, "Dude, it's an accident." It
What kind of
happens. I
vehicle?
know." He had a Kia, Sorento. Kia. I don't know.
He's lucky because now he ain't gonna get broke into. You
Yeah.
know, because Kia Sorentos are the lists that are easy to get stolen or whatever.
Yeah. So
What were you driving?
2010 Honda CRV.
You get full coverage, obviously, captain insurance.
Yeah.
What do you think you're gonna get for it? 8,800.
I'm guessing between 7 and 9. So 8,800 is
Really?
right there. Yeah. So
If I get that dead nuts, you let me know.
I'll bring it up next. Well, as soon as I find out. But yeah, my insurance adjuster was dicking around my mom. So
Whoa!
What's
He
that?
was doing what with Mrs. Flagel? Or no, that's not her name.
No, it is.
Oh.
She never remarried.
Oh, okay.
She never changed her name back to her maiden name. So it's Mrs. Flagel.
Well,
No, he was just pulling, just not responding.
you
So
tell that.
I was.
You tell that insurance adjuster to get his liver sputter hands off my mother.
You know what? My mom could probably use one every now and then.
Whoa.
It's
Whoa.
been a long-
Whoa.
Who doesn't want a good one every now and then?
Whoa!
I mean, come on.
Hey,
I
no,
will not. I will
We're
not
talking
talk-
about moms
I
here.
will not talk about the provocation of anyone's mother on this podcast without their
As long
mother
as
being
it's with
on the
consent.
podcast.
The thing is, it wasn't consensual for her. He was just pulling.
He was
bunch of
ghosting her
bull-
before he even took her out for a nice
Exactly.
steak dinner.
Yeah. It's been a month and her car hasn't been touched because the adjuster won't return phone calls.
We talking about her car or something else?
Her
what hasn't
actual
been touched?
vehicle.
Okay.
Her actual vehicle.
Vehicle of love.
Yeah. And my mom's very passive aggressive, very not even passive.
Passionate, aggressive.
No. Zero aggression whatsoever. She's like, "Oh,
All
okay.
passion.
Well, I've got insurance."
All passion.
All right. I'm done with the Mrs. Flagel jokes.
Yeah. So,
But
regardless,
seriously,
I was trying to fix my
you can't
mom's
just
insurance.
be saying that about your insurance adjuster.
Yeah. I was trying to fix my mom's insurance in the meantime. It caused me to crash my car.
Does she
so-
buy her insurance through you?
My agency? No. But
Bad,
I'm going
bad
to
luck
move it.
for Flag's job. Yikes.
Yeah. Well,
Can't even
I'm
sell his own mother.
I'm actually I've never like pushed her too hard on that, but I'm actually interviewing for another position tomorrow. So
for a different insurance firm?
it's
Kinda.
like a technology for insurance firms.
It's a different job?
Yeah.
Like different company, I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Is this the
move
one
it up
that you
in the
talked
world.
about?
It's
What is
Like,
this?
I don't wanna talk
what is
about
this,
it on here.
secret
I don't wanna
time?
get
What
into-
the fuck is happening?
well, no, I can get into details, but I don't want to bore our audience of three
No,
people.
I'm just
Insurance
asking if,
usually
like,
is
is
boring.
this the one that we were talking about in the group chat not too long ago?
Maybe. Like I work for an insurance company now, and this insurance company takes data.
Is
It's
this
a
the
data
company
analytics
that works
firm.
for another company?
I
that
love
we
the way
all
you say
associate with.
insurance.
No.
Insurance.
No, this is
Oh,
a
okay.
data analytics. It's like a technology firm for insurance.
Is that a Southern thing? Insurance.
The origin of the word insurance, is that what you're looking for?
You say insurance. I say insurance.
Insurance.
Yeah,
It's
you
so the
make-
syllables are
You act like
emphasized-
hyphenated from
emphasized.
insurance. And I just say insurance because it's one word. Insurance.
which syllable should be emphasized?
Well, I don't know. Insurance. Wait, hold on. I think it's just one syllable. Insurance.
I think it's three, regardless
more-
of how you
The
say
more
it.
I think
but
about it, I'm pretty sure it's just one.
I think it's just the emphasis that you put on the three syllables.
Do you say those words like that normally, or are you just trying to say that awful punchy?
Do you not get the reference to Saturday Night Live with David
Dude.
Spade?
Just trying to make you sound dumb, Tanner.
No.
Dude.
There's a whole there's a whole SNL skit from the
I watched.
90s.
I watched way too much SNL in my life to remember every fucking reference.
Yeah, there's a whole skit about the emphasis is on the wrong syllable, and it's David Spade.
I was wondering where this was coming from.
Okay, this was way back. It's definitely not what I just screenshotted you.
Yeah, I was just like, Jesus Christ. We haven't talked about that in a while.
My brain is so fried. Like, seriously.
Oh,
I
no.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
that. No,
Bro,
it's
that
not that one.
that was May.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I
I thought
was-
that was like
I was
a couple
this
months
clo-
ago.
I was this close, but once I dug into it, it was just basically doing my same job just for a different company. I didn't want to do my same job. I wanted to do the technology.
Watch out,
Hmm.
healthcare system. Here comes Fleg's next gen stats.
Yeah, ain't nobody getting type 2 diabetes on his watch.
You ain't got to worry. He's always going to get the launch angle right.
I just picture like sports science, from
Yes.
ESPN when it's
Yes.
flags. He like does a 360 and he's like, "Sugar is killing you all. Heart disease is the #1 killer of America."
Yeah, that and cancer.
I really, really, really want to see you just make a TikTok account and you're just talking about insurance.
I'll have 2
In a
followers.
Sports science mentality.
Just use a sports science fucking like mold and just talk about stupid stuff.
That would be nice if I had TA, can you help me out with some video editing and cut in some shit and I don't know.
If
That'd
we
be
ask
hilarious.
TA to do any more video editing, I feel like he's gonna have to get a full-time salary.
Yeah. He's doing this.
Find one.
Yeah, he's doing this
Have you-
for free right now.
Have you
It's-
considered
it's-
any jobs in the insurance field?
No.
It's decent money, and there's pretty good benefits in insurance
There
because
fucking
nobody,
better be.
Yeah, I hope so.
nobody understands it. So we I'm just
I hope you don't pay a premium because that would be the ultimate fuck you if you work in the insurance industry yet you still have to pay a monthly premium. That'd be
Oh,
fun.
he does. He does.
Oh, he
I do.
definitely does.
Oh, I do. I do.
because I just applied for a job where you don't pay a premium, and I'm like, I want this. I want it bad.
Oh shit! Yeah.
What is it?
It's being a multimedia editor for a community college in Omaha. And you work with like the marketing department.
But what's your deductible if you ever use your insurance? Sometimes it's like you have this zero premium, but you have to pay like $80,000 before insurance kicks in. So
It was really good when I looked at it.
yeah, that's good.
It was like $1,500. I'm like, yeah, I got one.
1,500 is good. Yeah, that's not even that's pretty good. Well, if you all ever consider changing careers and you want to look at benefits, send it over to me. I'll let you know if it's any good or not.
Yeah, I've been looking at careers in Montana. I'm not sure if I just want to go back to being a garbage guy just somewhere else.
Right? Good money.
Yeah. I just saw a job.
The Bob helps subsidize that, I'm sure.
Well, I just saw a job. So I'm a part of a Trash Man Facebook group. We've talked about it on this podcast before.
Yeah.
The Trash Man Union.
It's called the mob. Yeah.
They call it the trash rag.
Yeah, anyways, and every now and then they post like job postings for different areas. And I saw a fucking job posting in Billings, which I don't want to live in Billings. But if I could get anywhere close to that number, I'd be fine.
Isn't it a high crime rate in Billings?
Yeah, it's a very high crime rate in Billings. That's why I don't want to live there.
It's like one of the 25 most dangerous cities.
It's one of the that city's a war. It's a war zone.
Right.
Well, everybody's got guns, I'm sure.
Well, duh.
That's why.
Which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that, but
it's Billings, Montana.
It's probably the drugs in combination with
the TV show. The TV show Yellowstone ain't helping much out in Billings. I'll tell you that much.
That is a great show, though. The writing of that, I love that.
I love that show. Jinx, you know me.
What show?
Yellowstone.
I haven't watched it.
Paramount Plus or Paramount.
That's like the only one I don't have either.
117,000 people.
God damn.
That's a lot of trash.
It's a lot of trash. No, I think it was like 27 starting $1 raise after 6 months.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
What is that, 60K a year?
North of that.
Yeah.
No income tax?
Low. Is there no income tax in Montana?
I thought Montana was a no state.
I think there's
Texas
income tax.
And Florida are.
South and North Dakota are. Wyoming's a no state.
I think the income tax in Montana is just under, like, it's under California. I know that.
It's a graduated individual.
Nothing is
starting at 1% up to 6.75%.
Nothing is higher than California.
Yeah. California's income tax is fucking stupid.
I mean, you could probably take a 50% pay cut and take home more in almost any other state than California.
It's capped at 6.75%.
Yeah.
Dude.
Between 1 and 6.75.
That's awesome.
That's cake.
That's awesome.
I think I'm at like fucking 13 right now.
Indiana's not bad. I think we're in the 5 to 6 range for us.
We're up there. I know we're like at like 9, 10, 11%.
So what? Legs, you want to hear something funny? Before we bought this house, I was actually looking into going to Indiana. Like I was gonna. Well, yeah, and I was like, cost of living's great. Everything isn't bad. I'm like, but
I mean, if my brother and sister-in-law moves out, like I got a place.
Cost of living is very
yeah,
like,
no.
You might have to meet my wife, and she might have to okay it, I suppose. But
yeah,
if somebody invites you to join the Knights in Indiana,
don't
just assume it's the Knights of Columbus, man. It's the Knights of the American Ku Klux Klan.
Go listen to Large's Twisted History of Indiana. They talk about that. There's a whole school where their mascot is the Knights.
Right.
So,
yeah.
While I was doing like research on Montana, because I've only gone to like this places where Alyssa's family is up there, I found out that one part of Montana, there's just a giant cult that's there. And I'm like, I hope we don't live anywhere close to that, because I know that a certain member of this group that is not here right now would just keep telling me to join the cult.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then you could just not pay taxes.
Yeah.
But you
Man.
pay taxes in a different way, though.
Usually, if there's less income tax, there's higher property tax. It's kind of a balancing thing.
I mean, it's the property tax is the same as California, I believe. Exact same. I'm pretty positive. I know it's close. I know financially it's way better off being there.
Gotta be.
Well, here in Indiana, our property tax is capped at 1%. So
At
At 1%?
for property tax, yeah.
What the fuck? Why am I not buying property in Indiana?
No shit, dude. Come on out, man.
God. Someone needs to tell John Fettelberg to stop buying shit that's in hurricane zones and flooding zones and start buying shit in Indiana.
Ain't
I
nothing
guess-
flooding in Indiana. I can promise you that. There might be a
I guess you got-
tornado every now
tornado.
and then.
Just hope John Fettelberg doesn't buy an apartment complex anywhere close to you guys, because you're going to get hit with the fucking tornado of a lifetime.
Wisconsin's got high property taxes. I think our average is like 2%.
Well, the progressives started in like Madison. Like
Yeah,
that's
they
where the
just-
Madison.
I was gonna say when Wisconsin goes blue, property tax goes high.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking
shit. I hit the
Madison.
TV.
You all right,
Yeah, I'm fine.
bro?
It sounded loud. Did you crack the screen at all, or good?
No, we're good. It's just hit the TV.
That's TA's local shit show. Ronnie, you got one? Otherwise, we can wrap up.
Other than the fact that Flex thought I was quitting the podcast, no. When I got a text. Flegs was texting about. We were texting about setting this up, and I'm like, hey, just so you guys know, like Wednesday on, it's a no-go for me. Flegs texts me, are you okay, man? And I'm like, yeah, no, the new Call of Duty stuff's just coming out. So I'm just going to be.
He meant just this week. He didn't.
Yeah, just,
he didn't mean like
I'm not leaving.
indefinite. I'm out
Nah,
after this Wednesday.
I'm definitely standing there yelling, I'm not leaving, like Leonardo DiCaprio. Definitely.
And at least you didn't follow through and actually leave.
Yeah.
Thanks for rocking with us, everybody.
Bye.
TA at Tyler Allen, at Trashman Ronnie, at JJ Flegel, at Vanilla Gorilla. We're at the Anomalies Pod. We're powered by the Iron Ostrich Network, and we're out of here. Peace.
Tell her to clean the goddamn kitchen then.
I love my dickies.
Let's fucking go.
I almost pushed a button.
I'd fuck in a mineral spring.
Is he?
Oh, God. I'm so
Wow, Brian.
Fuck off.
Don't invite me to your career day.
Why can't we start a cult?
Yeah, you ate the shrimp and had Jack Daniels, and you
Yeah.
got fucked up.
Yeah. I remember he's so good, Tyler.